Now, eyewitness weather forecast.
All right, good evening, everyone. Clouds continue to race in. The rain not too far away. The wind is going to pick up as we go through the weekend, which could lead to a lot of leaf drops. So this could be it in terms of the fall foliage. We're peak here. You can see past peak as you make your way into the Adirondacks, and then also parts of the Catskills and over southwestern parts of New York State. The Finger Lakes have some pretty good color, and again, we're pretty close to peak here this weekend. So there are the clouds coming on in, and eventually some wet weather too. Mild 63 southeast wind right now, near 10 miles an hour. So here's what to expect. It will be damp, not only Saturday, but right into Sunday, but it's not going to rain all day. So I want to underscore that. So I wouldn't cancel plans, but I'd have the umbrella. The wind will start to crank here Saturday and especially into Sunday when we could have gusts 35, 40 miles an hour. So again, that could bring down some of the leaves. And there will be lake effect rain showers at times starting late Saturday through the day on Sunday. Numbers now are in the low 60s. Rome, Marcy, and Utica as well. Upper 50s down in Paris. 60 right now in Morris and Hartwick. Upper 50s in Oneonta over to Worcester. 61 in Cooperstown, and up across the Adirondacks. Temperatures here in the mid-50s. Old Forge over to Long Lake. So there's the axis of rain, but I've kind of annotated how this is moving. So it is kind of creeping and crawling to the east, but the vast majority of this is moving from south to north. So you'll be able to see that here as we go in a little bit closer. Notice you get out towards I-81, Syracuse right now, it's pouring. This will slowly start to inchworm its way to the east, but for the time being, the focus is to the west here through the evening. But this will fill in as we go through the overnight. You can see that axis of rain developing. So right along 81 from Syracuse down to Binghamton right now. Some pretty good rain. And again, this will slowly inchworm its way to the east. So we will have rain developing as we go through the overnight. Then we turn our attention to the storm system for the weekend. It will be somewhere near Boston. So the steadiest of the rain and wind will be east, but we're going to have this kind of wraparound moisture. The wind picks up as we go into Sunday, and that's going to get the lake effect going. So there's that area of low pressure. This pink line right here is what we call an occluded front, which means the cold front has basically caught up to this. It's weakening, basically, is what it means. So watch this occlusion come through. And then this is what I mean. Saturday, notice we get into the day, there's some rain in the morning, but then not much. So yes, there will be passing showers, but it's not going to rain all day. And then we get into Sunday, winds start to fill in out of the north and west, and that's going to get the lake effect rain showers going second half of the weekend. So back here tonight, we'll be watching the rain develop. Mild overnight with a low of 52. Tomorrow, showers likely, but again, not raining all day. High temperatures in the mid-50s. We are still on course heading into next week for what I think is going to be a pretty decent warm-up. By midweek, temperatures could be approaching 70. So showers around Saturday, lake effect rain showers Sunday, becoming windy Saturday, and then very gusty on Sunday, 45, but it's going to feel like the upper 30s. Not fun Sunday. Clearing sky Monday, maybe some frost Monday night into Tuesday, but then there you go, milder weather heading into midweek. Temperatures well into the 60s.
Craig, you know, it's usually Sunday fun day, not fun Sunday, like you just said.
Sorry, doesn't look to be the case this
Bummer.
Sunday, but make it fun anyway.
We'll try again for next weekend.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Craig, thank you. When we come back, as we...
Your eyewitness weather forecast.
Hey, good evening to you. Getting ready to go down into the weekend. The other thing will be the temperature going down and also some rain falling. It's been falling tonight, but it is knocking on the door. Let's start off with a look at the colors, though. This probably going to be it, because getting some wind this weekend, so a lot of the leaves are going to come down anyway. And we're pretty much right at peak here this weekend. But you can see many areas, Adirondacks, parts of the Allegheny Highlands, and then parts of the Catskills past peak. Here's a look downtown right now, and it has been dry here locally, but the rain knocking on the door to the west. It's 57, so it's still very mild. Excuse me, winds north-northeast. I'm getting all choked up about it. I mean, it's not going to be a great weekend. But anyway, here's the deal. Damp Saturday, but it's not going to rain all day long. A little frog in my throat. He's the cutest little thing. We're going to try and get through this here. Blustery on Sunday. Gusts on Sunday, 30, 35 miles an hour. You throw that on top of temperatures in the 40s. It's just ugly. It's going to feel like the upper 30s, and we're going to have lake effect rain showers at times. All right, numbers now, still mild. 58 downtown, down I-90 to Ilion at 58 as well. Little Falls 2. We go south into Otsego County. 54, a pretty popular number. Cooperstown, Milford, Hartwick, and Richfield Springs. And then up in the Adirondacks, numbers here are in the low 50s. So again, the rain is not far to the west. The 81 corridor has been getting soaked tonight. Syracuse, Tully, down to Cortland and Cincinnatus, and even some pretty good rain just to the west to Sherburne and Hamilton. But the main, how this is moving is north, and we'll show this to you. So as we go back out a little bit, notice how it's moving. It's going from south to north. It's only slowly creeping its way to the east. Eventually, this will fill in as there's an area low pressure here kind of amplifying this little corridor of rain. That low will become a nor'easter for the weekend, so steady rain and wind across New England. And for us locally, it's raw with that north wind, north by northwest wind kicking up Sunday. It's going to get gusty. Now, it's not going to rain all day Saturday. That little occlusion goes by, and then look, here we are Saturday. Notice there's not much going on, right? So a passing shower, have the umbrella. Then we watch the winds realign on Sunday, and oh no, what's that? Yeah, snow. And it probably will up in the Adirondacks this weekend. Here on Sunday, just a cold lake effect rain shower, windy too. So we're in the 50s tomorrow. Some passing showers around. But again, it's not going to rain all day. We're watching that rain to the west tonight. It will fill in, lows of 52. Tomorrow, showers, but not all day. Highs mid-50s. Real quick, into next week, we get warm again. Numbers by midweek should be in the mid-60s, maybe even upper 60s, near 70s. So let's get through the weekend. It's not going to rain every hour all the time this weekend, but it's still not going to be fun, blustery, chilly. Mid-50s tomorrow, only mid-40s Sunday. Then we clear the sky out and start warming up. Could be some frost Monday night into Tuesday morning.
Always happy to hear you say not raining all the time, so that's a positive
Yeah.
for the weekend. And I think luckily most of the rain held off for Friday night football too.
It's so close.
Yeah.
Brennan really lucked out.
He must have
I
been
had a
crossing
little
his
talk.
fingers
I had
and
a
his
little
toes.
talk with Mother Nature.
I'm sure he's very grateful for that.
All right, we'll see.
We'll ask him. Brennan.
Yeah, there were a lot of people who...
Your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Evening, gang. Well, the rain has been hanging just to the west, but with time, this is going to work its way to the east. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But first, this probably be it in terms of the fall foliage because, well, we're at peak this weekend. Many areas across upstate New York now past peak. And the other thing is it's going to get pretty windy around here as we get into the weekend. So that means a lot of the trees and the leaves will likely drop. All right, outside right now, we have rain falling to the west. It's been just ever so close through the evening. Temperature is still pretty mild, 55 at last check. So here's what to expect. Damp on Saturday. There will be some showers, but it's not going to rain all day. So just have the umbrella with you. And then we get into Sunday, there'll be lake effect rain showers on and off. We'll have a strong gusty wind. It will be a get low type day with gusts in excess of 30, 35 miles an hour. And as we take a look at the temperatures tonight, we're hanging in the 50s, upper 50s, Little Falls, Utica, and Rome at 57, down into Otsego County, low 50s, Richfield Springs to Springfield Center along Route 20, mid 50s in Hartwick, Worcester as well, and then up north, temperatures in the low and mid 50s. So all things considered, that is pretty mild. Look how close this rain is. I mean, it is just to the west. And it's been kind of living in this area, kind of the 81 corridor, all evening. It's been pouring in Syracuse. We have some light rain moving into parts of Otsego County near West Winfield over towards Otsego Lake. And then some pretty good rain, Norwich, Sherburne along and just west of Route 8 and 12. And as we put this in motion, again, notice it's been moving south to north and only slowly creeping off to the east. But with time, I do think this will eventually fill in. The reason being is we have this area of low pressure here that will kind of help to kind of give this a kick in the pants and move it east. Now that low will redevelop into a nor'easter on the coast, and it's going to produce some steady wind and rain parts of New England through the weekend, so not fun. We will get the wraparound as this area of low pressure works its way east. That will kind of realign the winds in a northwesterly fashion, so that means lake effect rain showers. And the blue back on the map, so some snow, yeah, possibly, but way up in the Adirondacks, not here. More importantly, the winds really howl on Sunday. Again, gusts in excess of 30, 35 miles an hour. So we're in the mid-50s tomorrow with some passing rain showers. It's not going to rain all day. Areas south, mid-50s Edmiston to Milford and Cooperstown with some passing rain showers, and up north, numbers here, low and mid-50s. So the rain will eventually fill in tonight, overnight lows in the low 50s, and then tomorrow, showers likely, but it won't rain all day. And then we look ahead into next week. Check this out. Let's get excited about this. So heading into midweek, numbers once again balloon up to close to 70. So it'll be a showery weekend at times, but not all the time. Very windy, mid-50s tomorrow, chilly air Sunday. It's going to feel like the upper 30s with a strong gusty wind and lake effect rain showers. Might be some frost Monday night and Tuesday morning, and we clear the sky and warm it up well into the 60s by midweek.
There we go. At least things warm back up, right?
Yep, you got it.
Soon enough that it just drops off. So glad
we won't talk about it yet.
Yeah, let's just skip that part, right?
All right, sounds
Craig,
good. Have a good weekend.
Next after this break, varsity news with